Hey y'all, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the General Collective weekly reading. This isn't, excuse me, for any specific zodiac sign. So as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid and the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. It is January 25th as I'm recording this. We currently have Sun in Aquarius and the Moon is still in Aries. It's going to be moving into Taurus within the next couple of hours. But it's been a while since I recorded, first thing in the morning when I wake up. But it felt, peaceful this morning. I don't know where everyone is located, but I am in a place right now that will be, soon affected by the winter snowstorm. And, if you're somewhere where, you receive snow often, like sometimes there's almost like or at least for me, I always can, feel when it's about to snow because there's almost like a hush that comes over the area where it's not, like it's almost like, yeah, it's about to come down. Like that's what it feels like for me. So I was like, ooh, this morning I'm up. I can go ahead and record the weekly reading this morning. So here I am. I'm going to be starting out with the Wisdom of the Oracle. And then I was guided to use my Spacious Tarot deck. So we're going to start out with that. I'm just looking over the transits right now. And I'm seeing the crescent moon. As I'm sitting here just trying to, get into the energy with my eyes closed, I can see like the energy of a crescent moon. Are we in a crescent moon phase right now? I don't believe so. I think we might be. Let me see, because I believe we're in the first quarter because we just had the new moon in Capricorn. And with the moon being in Aries, that's cardinal fire. So the crescent moon phase, I believe we missed already. Let me just check. Yeah, we're in the waxing crescent moon. Okay. Which means that it's filling up to the crescent moon. So the crescent moon is actually going to be in yeah, it is right now. Right now. It's the 25th. The moon is going to move into Taurus at about 1:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, this makes me feel like it almost feels like the perfect time to do this reading. Like I don't know, I can just sense that. But let's see what's going on. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding as well as protection do you need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this week? When the moon moves into Taurus, it's going to, also, conjunct Uranus, but it probably won't be until mid-late degrees of moon and Taurus for that conjunction. But there's a lot of fixated energy right now, especially with this Aquarius stellium, which is fixed air, between 5 planets. And then we have, Uranus and Taurus, which is fixed earth. Yeah, so let's see what's going on, Spirit, as it pertains to the energy for this week. I would definitely pay attention to the house you have Taurus and Aquarius, for this week. Let's see. Ooh, okay, Spirit. We got the chopped wood coming out. Which always makes me feel like, an energy of getting rid of things. It's an energy of, like I almost, even though they have the clean it up card in this deck, I can feel like the need to, clean up for some people. In whatever way that is for you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But it's really an energy of getting rid of what you don't need. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, and then up under that, we have blessed coming out. And this almost feels like, for some of you, like the energy of making room. I feel like this blessed energy is trying to come in for some of you. But there's like something that you have to like get rid of first. Or, yeah, I feel like space needs to be created before this can come in for you, whatever it is. For some of you, it's with the loyal heart energy. It could be a person, it doesn't have to be. It can be a person, place, or thing, but whatever it is, it's very much like a match and an alignment with you. I feel like intellectually the most. Like the intellectual compatibility is strong. It almost feels intellectual as well as emotional. Just with the owls, but I'm feeling like a lot of water. Off of this as well. Then we have the to the sea, which is almost like a 6 of Swords energy. That energy of going from like, it's like really from the 5 to the 6 of Swords. Because my guys are saying a bridge over troubled waters, where the 6 of Swords represents, going from chaos to calm. And then we have the Thinker card, which is my King of Swords energy. So it could be a masculine energy. It's almost like with the why and the building blocks, like someone decided, like, because this is the way I'm seeing it, someone decided to stop wondering why something wasn't working. And it's almost like whatever wasn't working, like I said, they stopped asking why. And they're almost like, I don't even want to say almost, because once you're in the thinker energy, it's like you're trying to, figure out a way, or you're thinking of a way to, basically rectify the issue. But I feel like whoever's in this thinker energy, they stopped asking why, and it's like really trying to formulate a plan. Because I'm hearing someone asking. It feels like this thinker energy, like, how am I gonna get there? So this person could be, the Six of Swords energy that I'm feeling with this to the sea could represent, physical travel as well. And if that's the case for, masculine energy, it's almost like this chopped wood and blessed energy is almost like, in a way, like someone being grateful or appreciative of whatever didn't work out. Like, because I almost feel like this chopped wood with this Y and the building blocks is here is almost like be great. Like, sometimes things don't work out, and we're all human, but the first thing people always want to go to is like the negative part of it. It's almost like it's hard for people to see sometimes when things happen or something doesn't work out, how sometimes it's for the best. It's not because you didn't deserve it. It's not because, you did something wrong, or, whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's because, like, some things are just, can, like, I feel the way that I'm feeling it is like, some things you can't see will be a waste of your time. Because that's something that you can't get back. No matter what, you can't, like, turn back the hands of time. And that's probably even why, like, although, like, I laid the cards out from left to right, like, I'm having to read them right to left. Because that's the way, like, the energy is flowing, and it's not backwards, but it feels like this person is, like, somebody is, like, almost realizing something in hindsight. That's what it feels like. So what's the overall energy, spirit, as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend? Yeah, we have truth be told. Yeah, something is being revealed, highlighted, via spirit with a higher power at the bottom of the deck to someone. Almost like the mask is off. Someone's no longer seeing through rose-colored glasses. And that owl energy again. This could be like in regards to like a crown chakra opening or awakening for whoever's in this energy. Can I get another one, please, Spirit? Yeah, see? Observer. Yeah, whatever truth, whatever clarity, whatever has been revealed for this energy. And look, there it is again, that crescent moon. It's almost like someone is making peace with it. And you know, it is just like, you know what, thank God. Like, that's what I feel like with this blessed energy. Look, didn't I say like the cards were reading a different way? Yeah, it's like, what I'm also getting off this loyal heart is if this is all just one energy and it's not, you know, dealing like this person is like dealing like within themselves, it's almost like I almost feel like whoever this is, they have like merged their masculine and feminine energies to a point where they are not like it's almost like they disillusioned themselves from something. Like they are seeing something for what it is. They've come to an acceptance of it, and it's almost like they're even in doing so, like they're even seeing themselves in a different light. Like it's almost like I can feel it by way of self confirmation. Like yeah, that was it had to go. That was the right thing to do. Whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. It's like they're waking up, like almost like with the new life here, like in a new timeline. But also still that energy of, you know, it's some type of space, even if it was just mental space, was this like through this process happening for this person, it's opening them up, and now they're just ready to like. It's almost like oh my God, it's so funny. They're saying, yeah, we ain't tripping over, you know, nothing. And with the go to distance and the chaos and calm, or chaos and conflict, excuse me, this is the Five of Swords. Now, we already seen the To the Sea, which, you know, was like the Six of Swords. So it's almost like, yeah, I can't trip over that Five of Swords. I'm not tripping over that Five of Swords. I'm actually gonna, you know, jump right on over it. Leaving that shit behind. Yep. Like I gotta be present with the here and now. I like this. And they're giving me the I don't know why they always give me this. Is it like I know it's not the only, is it the only coffee with a slogan? The Folgers. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Coffee could be significant to this person. Can I get one more? Like they could like coffee. Or it could be you. You could like coffee. Because, you know, sometimes when you know, in the morning, if you're a coffee person, I don't know, sometimes you be having moments of clarity with that first sip, you know? So I get it. Can I get one more, please? But this person, like, they gave me that Folgers slogan for a reason, but I don't know. I don't drink Folgers. Can I get one more for the collective as it pertains to the energy? Look, I can't not. Listen. We got the blessed card coming out, and bottom of the deck again, the loyal heart. So this week could be a week of confirmation for someone, or you, however it's resonating for you, where either you're seeing, you know, yourself in a different light, or through this process for this whoever's in this energy, whether it's you or someone that you're energetically connected to, they're almost seeing like what I'm hearing is where they're supposed to be. Because then we have a change in the wind. And then we have to be fair. And all this says to me is like whatever has changed or is changing for this person, it was supposed to, because it allowed like I almost want to say for balance to be restored with the to be fair, because that's almost like the justice card. And then it's like an exhale with the breathe, like and there was, like with the leg up, there was, some assistance from spirit in this process for this person. Because there's something else, like something that stopped you from going after or, achieving some type of dream or goal with Unfinished Symphony and Imagine here. And it's almost like after this situation, circumstance, and the processing of it for this person, they're able to like continue on, continue on making this and then I have the Message in a Bottle, which is like the Page of Swords to me, and all that glitters, which is means exactly what it, how the saying goes. And then here's the why and the building blocks. Yeah, I felt like this person may have had on rose-colored glasses, and they're realizing that, whatever was behind this, all that glitters, they're realizing like it wasn't gold. Like, and that's why, things or whatever wasn't working out, because why is exactly what it is. Why, like questioning, inquiring. But building blocks is a card of, it's like the Three of Pentacles. It's like a card of teamwork, of collaboration, working together. But coupled with the why, it's like that automatically makes me feel like you wouldn't be asking why something's not working if it's working. So some of you, I almost feel like I'm still getting that energy of communication. For some of you, where you could be on the receiving end of whoever's in this energy actually communicating to you, like, I don't know, I almost feel like someone is like, all this shit was fake. In regards to, I don't know, whatever they're going through, like, certain shit just wasn't real. Because that, that can be a jarring, realization to have. When you realize, no matter what it is, even if it's you, So what's going on, Spirit? What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend? What's going on? Or excuse me, this week. This could be a continuation from the weekend vibe reading. I mean, that's normally how it goes, but, everyone's in different places within their, within their story, on their journey. A lot of fire energy energy. All I keep seeing is wands. As I was shuffling. But bottom of the deck, ooh, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. And look, there goes that crescent moon again. But you know, the Hierophant speaks to, it could be a card of like spiritual guidance. It can be a card of, value, of integrity, a moral and or belief system. And on this card, this is a Stonehenge, where like I feel like, see that, like it almost feels like this is like, it is the sun, but it feels like, that clarity, that truth is creeping in, like as like I don't know how to say it, because I feel like this is as somebody is waking up, like physically waking up. They're gonna have like this moment of clarity, this, it almost feels like a revelation or something like that. Up under the Hierophant, we have the High Priestess, which, speaks to, your intuition, your inner knowing, your inner guidance. But for some of you, if you're a feminine energy, I feel like this is you and this High Priestess energy. So between this, because now like they're giving me the moon phases, between this crescent moon and the full moon, which is going to be in, we're going to have the full moon in Leo. That's probably why I'm feeling all of this fire energy. That could be significant. Like this feels like it's going to be a very prominent or significant week that is going to prompt some type of action or leap of faith with the Fool energy. And look at all of these majors. Yeah, this is major. We got the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Fool, the Hermit, and the Ace of Wands with the King of Swords. Look, I can't make this shit up, with the King of Swords. So yeah, there's like a masculine energy who is like almost, they're coming out. Like I feel like they're coming out of hermit mode. They're coming out of isolation, of, a period of introspection. Like it almost really feels like with this hermit, a spiritual like time out. And I'm getting like something with like vision as well, where like with this Ace of Wands and the King of Swords, like this person has the clarity now that they need to, initiate, to begin something with this Ace of Wands, to have a new, passionate beginning in some way. And it's being driven by the Ace of Swords, almost in a way like they all I can say is like they see it now, like it's in full view, it's in full, like this sun energy is like, and this could, like I said, be that full moon in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. I feel like something is on the horizon, and it could just be this person merging within, with their physical, with the Hierophant, with their intuition, with the High Priestess, and acting on that. Acting on that wisdom with the Fool and the Hermit. And it's like almost reinvigorating this person with the Ace of Wands, to so where like it's a clear, like the path forward for this person is clear. And I'm hearing, yeah, they want to make something happen. We have the Magician, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So, yeah, like, for some of you, this could definitely be, like, just all your energy. But for some of you, like, there is a person where if you're resonating as feminine energy, you're being seen as this high priestess, and whoever is seeing you in that energy is deciding to take a leap of faith, and they're going to, like, it's almost like if that's the case for you where you're the feminine energy and someone is viewing you like this, you've been in this hermit mode. You've been, like, your energy has been pulled back, because I like the high priestess and the hermit, they go together for me. This is, like, to me, like a very highly spiritual couple and just to me as a reader. A hermit with a high priestess, what? That shit is almost like magic if two people in this energy come together. It's very complementary. It's Pisces and Virgo. They're the 1/7s of each other. And for some of you, like I said, it feels like you've been in hermit mode. So when this person or this energy comes forward as this King of Swords, while you're in hermit mode, it could be like, it could be shocking with that Ace of Wands to you as a feminine energy. But it's almost like you're seeing this King of Swords energy within them, where you can almost like see, it's almost like for some of you feminines, you'll be able to see the awakening on this person. And it's almost like a welcome. Like, damn, I've been, not to say that you've been waiting, but it's like, oh, I see you. You know how they say in Avatar, I see you. So can I get one for this Truth Be Told spirit? Why is Truth Be Told here? I'm telling you. The King of Swords with the Hierophant. Yeah, so I feel like there's a masculine energy that has been disillusioned, but they're also seeing, like, the things, people, places, whatever it is that, is, like, almost becoming of prominent value to them. Or, they're seeing what's valuable. And it's almost like they're moving in that direction. Because it's almost like wherever they're coming from, things were, up in the air. It really wasn't settled. And now it's like this person wants, like a break with the Four of Swords. They're ready for, like, a period of rest. But like I said, there was a disillusionment that happened because from the 6 to the 4 is the 2. And it could just be simple as, the acceptance, not wanting to face the reality that they were finding themselves in. But they just clear now. They got it now. Can I get one for the Observer? Why is the Observer here? And they're like, yeah, the Ace of Cups. Now to see that, the Ace of Cups is, it's water energy, it's Cancer energy. And, Cancer's ruled by the moon. So with this Observer energy, it's almost like this person is, They could even like it because it almost feels like they are, or excuse me, they said they have been examining their emotions in the way where like it's almost like it won't allow them to lie to themselves, to like push down or deny what they're feeling. Um, and it's almost like they're open to, you know, these feelings now, so much so that it's the driving force. We have the Eight of Wands, which is indicative of more travel. It could be, you know, communications or messages. um, and where this person is no longer, you know, it almost feels like with the Two of Pentacles, like they moved past the indecision, the indecisiveness, the, you know, the how can I say this, like it's almost, it makes me feel like a juggling act where they're like, you know what, I'm not doing that anymore. They put an end to it with the Death card, the uncertainty, the, you know, someone that could have even been, you know, trying to juggle multiple things. They put a stop to it with the Death card. And there's almost like a certainty of now, of the Ten of Pentacles, what it is that they want, what it is that they want to build, what it is that they want to create. And it's the Ten of Pentacles. And in this Ten of Pentacles, you can see there's 9 there, but there's one missing here. Here's the missing one via the Knight of Pentacles, which is this person actually, you know, putting in the time, the energy, the effort into wanting to have this. Because from the 2 to the 10 is the 8, which speaks to, you know, hard work, you know, actually doing the work, not avoiding. Because this 2 of Pentacles was this person avoiding the 8 of Pentacles. And if you avoid it, you'll never get there. It takes the 8 to get to the 10 from the 2. But it also takes you to actually put in that time, that energy, that effort, that work. Otherwise, things are just going to pass you by with the Four of Cups. And then, you know, all that does is leave you stuck. But via the Tower, like I said, there's that disillusionment that happened, that 2 of Swords. The Tower came in and broke down the 2 of Swords and only left the Ace for this masculine energy, the truth. Let's get another one. Can I get one for this blessed energy? Ooh, ooh, this gave me the chills. The Temperance card, which could be a card of divine intervention. It could be a card of, you know, moderation. It could also be a card of, you know, obtaining, you know, spiritual and emotional balance within the self. But I almost feel this as like a merging of, you know, putting fire to that water, taking action on what it is that you feel. Because it's like this person is seeing things from a different perspective now. Here's that Page of Swords energy. They're seeing now by like almost looking up the things, whatever these 4 pentacles are that were holding them back or keeping them stuck. They couldn't see it from the way that they were looking at it or trying to look at it. It was almost like this person had to look up. Look, Because by looking down, they were seeing it the wrong way. They were seeing the Ace of Swords actually upside down, looking through it, you know, looking down to look at it. I don't know why I feel like birds don't even look between their legs. Or at least I've never seen a bird do that. I don't know. Because they're always looking up. Like up and out, not down and back. You can't fly that way. That's what my guy said. Yeah, you can't. You can't fly that way. So if this person or you, like however this is resonating, if they were looking at, you know, these things from the bottom up, it's almost like it would seem to be like the solutions or whatever they could do to possibly, I don't want to say get rid of, but almost remove these blockages, remove these obstacles. It seemed out of reach. But if they were looking at it, you know, if they would have looked up, it's almost like they would have seen it from the top down. Like, I don't know how to explain this. If you following, you following. Like, I don't. There's like I can't. I get so frustrated with myself sometimes because like there's really like no words to sometimes to say what it is I'm feeling, but y'all get the picture, or at least I hope. Like, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, because it's almost like the way that this person was looking at it is like they just didn't. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, like it's almost like they couldn't see the root of the problems, or the root of whatever it was that was holding them back. And it's almost like like I feel like this energy is like, oh shit, I've been looking at this wrong the whole way. Because now, as the Elder of Swords, they would be flying over the pine cones and could see, like, you know, like, oh. Like, that's what I feel like someone's having, like, just a massive aha moment. Can I get one for this Elder of Swords? What is this Elder of Swords here? Oh, too many. The Elder of Swords with truth be told. I knew it. I almost said it. The King of Wands. Masculine fire energy. What did I say, y'all? Now this person they've been disillusioned and now they're ready to take action as this King of Wands to get busy. The Eight of Pentacles. There's something with the counterparts because we've had that Virgo Pisces with the High Priestess and the Hermit. Now we have the Aquarius and Leo, which they're complements of each other. There's something going on with your, you know, possibly your first and your seventh house. Some of you could have this energy there. Can I get another one, please, Spirit? Give me one for this King of Swords, King of Wands. have the World and the Star, which speaks to, the world is, endings or completions that bring on new beginnings. They're the closing of a cycle. But now, again, like with the Star, if this masculine energy has been in hermit mode, again, this is that energy of with the Star, like they're looking up. They're looking up. And remember, the hermit carries the Star. So it's almost like with this realization, this awakening, this whatever you want to call it for this person, this disillusionment, it's showing them again, I just keep getting the energy of where they need to be, or where they're supposed to be. Like they're being shown that. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Yeah, and in making this decision and acting on this decision, it's the right thing, but it's going to put out, it's going to create a ripple effect, which is what normally happens. And it may leave, some people, confused or questioning what's going on. But it's almost like this masculine energy is doing what's best for them with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Because it's releasing them. And of course, anybody that, is questioning why you're doing what you're doing or the decisions that you've made, it's normally because in some way, form, or fashion, they're not involved, they're not included, it doesn't include them. Anybody that's for you making any type of change in your life, they gonna root for you. If they're not out to, get anything from you or not, not trying to hold you back in any way. A lot of people want you to stay stuck. But it's like, nah, I can't do that. Can't do it. So can I get one for the Observer and the Ace of Cups? For one, this is I don't know why these last two readings have been coming out very, masculine heavy. But I almost feel like if you're a feminine energy, it's almost like you've already done this. So it's almost like this is like a grace period for you to allow the masculine energy to do what it's, technically supposed to do. Can I get one for this Observer and the Ace of Cups? Yeah, this is an unblocking, of the heart. We have the Two of Swords. This person could have, just, being that now they're in a space where they're open and observing themselves emotionally. It's almost again, it's removing the block. Because that's what I feel. Whatever was clouding this person's judgment or causing, confusion to a point, or just not wanting to face that reality. It's almost like they can't anymore. It's almost giving me with the Strength card, this person is deciding to allow themselves to feel. And that's the only way you heal. Yeah. We have the Strength and the Ten of Swords. This person is almost emotionally, it's almost like they didn't want to acknowledge or even accept what could have been going on emotionally, even if it was things from the past with the Ten of Swords. like past pain, hurts, betrayal. That's what was keeping them stuck. That's that Eight of Swords energy. But being open and receptive to this water here via the Ace of Cups, it's like dissolving the Two of Swords and allowing this person to like tap into the reserves. Like, think of a cactus. They survive in the desert, but there's a reserve of water within them, and that's what's helping this person to like get over this, whatever, whether it was a negative mindset, betrayals, backstabbings, whatever the case may be with this Ten of Swords, and to move forward. And almost like plant new seeds with the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. Where like now they have the emotional capacity to nurture, to care, to water what it is that they want to, create or build, because the Three of Pentacles is like build like the first stages or the building blocks of creating a solid foundation. And can I get one for this Blessed and the Temperance card? The Blessed and the Temperance card. Yeah, this person had to like emotionally like integrate their past. And it like almost become like be accepting of it. Like you can't be resentful or, ashamed even of what you went through in your past. Like everything, big or small, no matter the significance of it, it has you where you are today. Don't try to like throw that away. It's almost like you can't, because if you did, or if you're trying, you're throwing away a part of yourself. You're trying to get rid of a part of you that ultimately made you you. That doesn't make sense. But with the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's almost like you're seeing like the value of that. Where this person with the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, it's almost like this person could have been like afraid of, things, working out, of things, of being able to create this Ten of Pentacles. Like it almost seems like this person was, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say like afraid of their own power, but what they were like, in a way it is like being afraid of what you're capable of. You can't let your past dictate your future. And it's almost like that's what this person was doing. So it kept them in like a state of like, I almost feel like frozen with fear. And really in a way almost like undeserving. Because from the 7 to the 10 is the Three of Pentacles. Or fear that they would never have this, or have, even access to the Ten of Pentacles. Because they were used to, investing their time, energy, and efforts that had no return. But that was only because whoever you was working with, or, however you were collaborating with others, it wasn't like, it almost feels like it wasn't a level playing field. Which we see here, like I said, whoever or whatever this energy is like y'all is on the same type of timing. emotionally, and definitely intellectually. Can I get another one to go with this Six of Cups? Six of Cups. Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups. Yep. Gotta make peace with it. Because in doing so, it brings you into alignment. Now we have the King of Pentacles. So far we have all three kings here. Someone is like really realizing how their past held them back. Or kept them from, you know, like connecting with others on the same, I want to say like vibe or wavelength. Because then from the 6 to the 8 is the Two of Cups. So this person had to leave this behind in order to like align with, you know, something or within themselves, or, you know, another person that was more that like that had more resonance to them at an emotional and almost soul level. So now they're ready, like again I said, with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, they're ready to make it, you know, real. They got the vision, they got the drive. They have the opportunity. Now all it is just, you know, making it real. Putting all of that into action via the Knight of Wands. And it's like, you know what, sometimes you gotta, you know, leave people behind with the Seven of Wands. You gotta step away from the crowd in order to do this. And then with the Hanged Man, there's, you know, that brings on a perspective change as well. But with the Four of Swords and the High Priestess, it's almost like, you know what? This is like, in a way, people don't know, or I'm not going to say people don't know, but a lot of people don't realize possibly that your intuition will nag you until you do something. Because it's almost like that's your soul calling out to you, like telling you like, hey, something's wrong, something's off, something needs to change. And it feels like with the Four of Swords and the High Priestess that, like, in a way, your intuition is very ruthless. If you're not hearing it, it's gonna do everything in its power to make sure that you hear it. And it's almost like this person, like, I almost feel like it was spirits doing, like, this person's intuition was not letting up. And it's almost like in order to stop it, this person had to, you know, almost in a way, like with the Four of Swords, surrender to it, like make peace with what their intuition has been telling them all along. Because it wasn't going to stop. I can feel that here. It wasn't going to stop. It's like they tried to ignore it with the Hanged Man. But in doing so, it left them almost like restless and without peace. So let's see where you're going. I'll get one more for this Eight of Cups and then we'll grab the guidance and advice. The Eight of Cups, please. Why the Eight of Cups? Like, we have the Page of Wands here, which is the card of, you know, exploring, of having like that childlike wonder back in your life. So that's where this person is, you know, headed towards. and leaving the confusion behind. With the Seven of Cups, the confusion, the uncertainty, the like over analyzing of the situation, the fear, yep, and turning into the fool. I love it. I love it. Can I get one more? Some of them are acting on a message, because the Page of Wands could also be a message card. Too many, Spirit. Can I get one for this Page of Wands? Yeah, so much so like they're almost eager to now, do the work. They're excited to do it. There's no, and that's like when you're excited to do something, that's the best place to be. Because imagine trying to do something that that you're not excited about. And you know what? It's like I said, it's like I gotta, if this person is having to leave like something significant behind, they're just having to do that. They're just having to, I feel like this is all like things that people around them like it almost feels like naysayer energy. And it's like, you know what, I don't have time for that negative energy. I don't have time for it. Y'all can stay down here and fight amongst yourselves. I'm gonna be up here doing what I need to do. I want to get one for the star. Can I get one for the star energy? Oh. 2 minutes. The star energy. What is the star energy? Yeah. Again, just double confirmation with the Nine of Wands. This person is realizing, like, like almost like they like there was an internal miscommunication. Like the wires were crossed for this person internally. Because behind this Eight of Wands, it's almost like they like in a way didn't even see themselves clearly. Like, no, you're different. You need to accept that you're going to stand out. And like I said, with this Seven of Wands, here it is. Basically the acceptance of it, and not going to, allow themselves to be around anything, people, places, things that hold them back with the Devil energy. And for some of them, there's some regret because they allowed, like, it's almost like the energy of allowing others with the Five of Pentacles, or the Five of Cups and the Three of Wands, like allowing others to keep them either from themselves, that Two of Cups, that's right here, the 6 to the 8, keep them from either aligning with themselves or possibly another person. Because it's almost like, I don't know if like this person was just being fed, like, I don't know, like, I don't know why people, like, I know it happens, but that's just not something that I do in my, like, we ain't never did this in my family where, like, someone tries to deter you and make you feel like the things that you want, or, like, setting, putting your intentions out there, and in a way, like, how can I say this? Because the Three of Wands is a card of expectation, but like somebody just always like trying to like put out what like, or like either like drown your imagination or your dreams or your goals, and like put a damper on it, or even like like allowing others to lead them astray. And it's like they allowed people that were stuck, that were in this devil energy, to do that. So like there would be some regret behind it, to keep you like fearing like what you expect, like it ain't gonna happen, you ain't never gonna get it. Because it's like fear mongering. And yeah, it was intentionally being done to this masculine to keep them from taking a leap of faith via the Knight of Swords and the Fool. This is like people always down talking this masculine because they knew that this masculine would eventually get to this spot. But like I said, you got to be careful of those that speak negative when you speak, life over yourself. You have to be careful because as soon as people start hearing you speaking life over yourself, or like I want to do this or I'm gonna do that, it's almost like, damn, if that don't include me, nah, I don't want you to do that. Nope. But why would you do that? Or why are you doing this? Like corny people shit. Like people that are stuck in their own lives and don't have hope for themselves. Those are the types of people that do shit like this. I feel like I feel for this masculine. I do. But what you allow will you continue. What you allow will continue. But it's almost like this person ain't allowing that shit no more. Mm-mm. Can I get one more for the Nine of Wands? Like for some of you, say like you're a feminine energy that's, like at a distance from this masculine. Because I can feel the feminine energy over here within this star. It's almost like, again, like whatever this person was told affected how they dealt with you. Can I get one more for the star and the Nine of Wands? Like they weren't able to see you in totality. Can I get one more for the star and the Nine of Wands? The star and the Nine of Wands. Too many spirits. Why the star and the Nine of Wands? Because whatever it was, it made them hesitant to move towards you. And for some of them, we have the Fool and the Chariot coming out. Yeah, like now they're feeling foolish. Or they felt foolish because they allowed it to, allow them to not see you for who you are. But now with this clarity that they're having, with this disillusionment that they're having, they're seeing like, oh, I could have jumped right into this and been, further along on my path. It would have took me to where I wanted to go anyway. The sun. And that's what's being seen up here. Look, oh my God, yo. This is it, y'all. Look. Been talking about it the whole reading. That's where this is leading to. I can't make this shit up, yo. The Two of Cups. Can I get the guidance and advice, please, Spirit? Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, this person is like, I'm out of there. Out of there. So we have the Go the Distance. Let's read that, and then that'll be the reading. This was like, oh, I love it. So we have Go the Distance. Endurance, strength, and the long hold is the essential meanings. The Oracle's message. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities. So there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. The relationship message says, you are either in or calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean that there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? Then it says the prosperity message. Your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. That Knight of Pentacles energy. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Protection message. Do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburned skin, and mirages. But there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength. And in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. Listen, spirit. That's that chop wood energy. Oh, I love it, y'all. I love it. And can I get one for go the distance? I'm gonna put this back because it didn't come out. It was just on the bottom. Can I get one for the go the distance? Why is this go the distance here? Oh. The go the distance for the guidance and advice. Yep. Leaving, the dissatisfaction behind. What is, technically with the Four of Cups, you're done. Like I said, and when this showed earlier in the reading, like somebody is done letting things pass them by. You can let everybody else stay where they're at. Some people are comfortable where they're at. Clearly, you're not. So it's time to, act and move in that direction. What's at the bottom? Yep. Come on now. The Six of Swords. The Justice and the High Priestess. Oh. Can I get one more? The Four of Cups. Because I can feel the sun, like I can feel it on my face. Like it's just shining on my face right now. That's what I feel like. Can I get one more for the Four of Cups? Can't make this shit up. The Ten of Cups. So the 4 to the 10 is the 6. And what was standing in the way of that was the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. So they walked away from it. And then, look what it creates. That long-term, stability, security, legacy for some of them. for some of you. Because you're tired of, this person is ready for things to settle. With the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, like, again, it's time to, put things where they go. With the Six of Pentacles, by way of the Ace of Swords, which this masculine has. I love this. And bottom of the deck, yeah, leaving this behind, the chaos and conflict, going the distance, getting the fuck away from this shit. Because you can't, you can't thrive in this energy. What's up under it? Yep. Here and now. Present. And this is like, you know what this makes me feel like? This feels like what it feels like, the power of being present. Like not dwelling in the past, but also not going too far into the future. Like being in the now is the most important place to be. Because if you go too far back in the past, you'll just keep going further and further back. It's okay to acknowledge it. But once you come to the present, with that acknowledgement, with that acceptance, it can change the, where you're headed for your future without you having to try to control it. Just let it flow. That's what it makes me want to say, just allow it to flow. Give me one more for this go the distance. I feel like there's something there. To go the distance. Look, I can't, y'all. Allow life to be your guide. Yes, and it is. It's the masculine energy. I love it, y'all. I love it. So as always, y'all, thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that everyone enjoys this week. If it resonated, or if it didn't resonate for you, that's okay. It just wasn't your story, and that's fine. I hope everyone stays safe. If you're in the path of this winter storm, definitely, stay safe. And if I didn't already say it, I thank you all for tuning in with me, and I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.